Let's get into some of the details with Dwane Cates, a defense attorney. Anita Kay is a former sex crimes prosecutor. Anita, to you first, the notion of painting her as an abuse victim at the hands of her own father, perhaps, what is that supposed to do for the jury? Make them feel sorry for this woman?
Absolutely. They're going to feel sorry for Casey, and they want to explain her bizarre behavior by claiming she's a sex abuse victim. And the thing is, Jose Baez, I mean, it was shocking. We were all shocked when we heard that opening statement. But let's not forget, opening statement is not evidence. So at this point, there's no evidence of that. So Casey Anthony better get on the stand and try and explain that if anyone's going to buy that story.
This is a woman whose child was missing for more than a month, Dwane, and she apparently never went to the police about it. That's going to say an awful lot to this jury, isn't it?
Well, you know what? It actually fits the theory of the defense case. The defense's case theory is that Casey Anthony had been abused by her father, that she was an incest survivor. And incest survivors learn to live a lie. And so she had been living that lie for years and years and years. And the new theory of the defense case that Kaylee died in the swimming pool and that her father disposed of the body and had her help cover it up fits perfectly in the defense's theory.
Well, the defense also promised a big surprise in their opening arguments, right? What happened? I mean, first of all, any ideas on what that is, and what happens if they don't deliver?
Well, they need to deliver. That's the thing.
Let's start with Dwane. Go ahead.
There was a big surprise. Absolutely, the big surprise was that the allegations of sexual abuse by her father, and that she's an incest survivor. And if you look at all the evidence so far, it fits perfectly into that defense. I mean, you know, she's a good liar. She's learned to live a lie. It fits perfectly in the deal. Now, what's going to happen is the defense doesn't have to prove that this happened, but in order to argue it in closing argument, Casey Anthony's going to have to take the stand. She's going to have to take the stand, and she's going to have to get up and testify towards the abuse.
Well, Anita, as a former prosecutor, would you be concerned in trying to, I don't know, answer to some of these arguments that the defense has raised?
No, absolutely not. Because first of all, Casey Anthony does have to testify to put this story forward for anyone to possibly believe that. And as a prosecutor, that's exactly who I want on that stand. Let's cross-examine her about those 31 days, day by day, minute by minute. And the thing about sex abuse survivors, any victim of sexual abuse, no two victims will act the same. So while someone may be a good liar and they cover up things, her behavior with her going out and partying and acting like nothing is wrong just doesn't, I don't buy that. I do not buy that. And why would she let her little daughter, Kaylee, be around her father? That's one thing victims don't do. They don't want their own children to be around the abuser. So a lot of that just doesn't make sense. Her behavior, if she were drinking to excess and somewhat in denial, maybe I could buy it more. But not the testimony we've heard so far from her friends.
We are going to continue to follow the case, obviously. Dwane, I'm sorry I have to say goodbye, but we're going to continue to follow this case. There seems to be a new bombshell just about every day. Dwane Cates and Anita, thanks very much for being with us.